such a sincere honor for me to ask Kathy Gremse to join me up on the stage to receive the honor of Hall of Fame induction for one John Kevin Gremse. A lot of the classmates for Jack are saying, John Kevin?
Yes, they are.
Well, now you've learned something new about your friend. Who has been loved by many and many Stanners. He's a family man, oldest son of Jack and Eileen, husband to Kathy, brother of 8, brother-in-law and godfather to many, which are here today. At Malloy, Jack formed many lifelong friendships. In his adult years, he organized many reunions at his Long Beach home to keep his Stanner family connected. Jack was also a respected member of the FDNY, where he dedicated many years of his life to selflessly serving the people of New York City. After attending Nassau Community College in SUNY Brockport, Jack took the exam to join the ranks of the FDNY. While waiting and hoping to be called, he had held down a handful of jobs, including driving for UPS. My parents are still waiting for that. Then in 1978, Jack was finally called to the ranks of New York's bravest. Early in his career, he was known as a motivated young firefighter who was eager to learn from the senior members of the department. He worked throughout the city, including Williamsburg, Brooklyn, but eventually established a home at Ladder 126 in South Jamaica. He remained there for over 10 years, and during his tenure at Ladder 126, Jack earned several citations for bravery and heroism. Never boastful, he would read the articles detailing the fires and rescues he lived through, many of them dangerous and tragic, and he would only ever say, "I was just doing my job." After 20 years with the FDNY, Jack took the lieutenant's test. While waiting for the results, the events of September 11th would unfold. Jack joined many of other first responders that day, working tirelessly into the night and in the days and the weeks that followed. Jack was promoted to lieutenant during a ceremony on September 16th, just 5 days after the attacks. While attending funerals and memorials for the many firefighters who were lost, Lieutenant Gremse vowed to himself to honor them by serving his city with pride and courage. After his promotion, Lieutenant Gremse was eager to guide fellow firefighters with his knowledge and experience, much like senior members once did for him. He worked in many firehouses as a covering officer, but eventually settled with Engine 302, Ladder 155 in Jamaica. His time there was memorable, but short-lived. In 2008, Lieutenant Gremse was diagnosed with 9/11-related illness, which forced him into early retirement. After receiving treatment, he eventually decided to volunteer with the Long Island Progressive Coalition, a community-based organization dedicated to revitalizing local communities and achieving economic, social, and racial justice. He received the organization's first Volunteer of the Year award. Sadly, Lieutenant Gremse lost his battle with cancer on September 16, 2014. His legacy is honored with a plaque at Engine 302, and his name resides on the memorial wall at FDNY headquarters, dedicated to all those who served in the rescue and recovery efforts at World Trade Center. He is honored on the wall of the IAFFF Fallen Firefighters Memorial in Colorado Springs, and was part of the Scroll of Honor at the 15th Anniversary Memorial Service at St. Patrick's Cathedral. Jack Gremse Volunteer Year. The Jack Gremse Volunteer of the Year Award is now presented annually by the Long Island Progressive Coalition. Lieutenant Gremse and Malloy's classmates also started a successful movement to rename the freshman boys' 55-meter dash at Stanner Games in his honor. Archbishop White High School is truly proud to add Lieutenant Gremse honors as we induct him tonight into the Stanner Hall of Fame. I now invite his wife, Kathy, to come up here today.
in writing the speech, I asked for some suggestions. And the one I took to heart, besides the one to not be bored, was to leave an everlasting impression on everyone. So I started researching quotes to define words like courage, fearless, humble, some of my husband's traits. But the truth is, Jack could never be summed up with one defining word. He was a family man, a Christian man, a stanner, a friend, a fireman, and most importantly, a good man. A special occasion like tonight presents itself with a great opportunity to honor Jack and tell stories about the kind of life he led that got us to today. He was a son who was fiercely proud of his mother and father, the big brother who was a presence in the lives of all his siblings, and the cool uncle who had a house by the ocean. He was also a beloved nephew who now houses a adored godmother beside him. His perseverance in being a long-distance father and role model to his son spoke volumes about Jack's virtues. His commitment to being a stepfather and parent to my daughter was undertaken with determination and devotion. His smile at knowing he was Papa Jack was endearing. And last but not least, he was my soulmate. Our mutual love of good music and everyday communication, enjoyed most especially during what he would call our sit-downs, rose above the level of ordinary. The friendships that Jack made during his life, not only at Archbishop Malloy, but throughout his time on earth, were memorable and everlasting, ranging from the track team to friendships formed during detention, from sporting events and parties to numerous high school reunions at our beach house, and of course his attendance at Woodstock with a bunch of other hippies. We would not be here tonight if it weren't for his friends. I am immensely thankful to all of them, and I know Jack would be here to thank you if heaven wasn't so far away. Lieutenant Gremse would never entertain the thought of being called a hero, as Chief Hayden kindly said. But what else would you call him? Not only on 9/11 and the days and weeks following, but during the course of his life, he was courageous, fearless, and humble, committed to being the best person he could be. I know Jack stood before God at the end of his life, not leaving behind a single bit of talent, saying, God, I used everything you gave me. Thank you to every person involved in making today become a reality. Most of all, thank you to my husband up in heaven for being the kind of man deserving of this honor. My heartfelt congratulations to all the honorees, and I thank them for their accomplishments that are being recognized tonight. On behalf of my family and I, there are no words to express our gratitude for not only Malloy, but for all the inductees that have kept Jack in their prayers. Thank you all. Please allow me to take another moment of your time for the announcement. Jack's friends have done so many wonderful things to keep his memory alive. Their latest endeavor is, as Jack would say, simply marvelous. I was approached soon after the latest reunion with an idea. The conversations surrounding this idea brought me back to a story Jack related to me on numerous occasions. During the trying times of 1968, as the Vietnam War was raging and civil unrest was unfolding, Jack walked across the stage, a proud graduate of Archbishop Malloy High School. After the ceremony, when he went to look at what would have been his diploma, he instead was holding a blank piece of paper. What he didn't know then was that his last tuition payment wasn't yet made, and a student did not get their diploma unless tuition was paid in full. Of course, parents always attempt to shield their children from the sometimes awkward financial facts of life. Jack's family was no different. Being the oldest of 9 children, his father worked numerous jobs to ensure that each child received a solid education. I am therefore very happy to announce the formation of the Jack Gremse Memorial Scholarship Fund. This scholarship has been established for students whose parents faced unexpected and overwhelming financial difficulties, leading to their inability to pay for the remaining tuition in their son or daughter's senior year. I know the school will share further details about this scholarship. Thank you to everyone, Jean, George, all of you, for keeping the name Jack Gremse on the lips of all those we can help. I will end by saying this. What was knit into Jack's bones by the hand of God was a great service to others he would never know. Thank you.